Like a quiet breeze that carries more than it should, the subtle sins of the tongue drift easily into our daily speech, yet leave deeper marks than we intend. In Slander, Backbiting, and Tale-bearing from TableTalk Magazine, drawn from the searching light of James chapter 4, verse 11, we are gently but firmly reminded that words are never small things in the kingdom of God. They can wound unseen, linger unchallenged, and echo far beyond their moment. And yet, by grace, the same tongue that tears down may be trained to heal, to guard, and to love well. Now for our reading. Do not speak evil of one another, brethren. He who speaks evil of a brother and judges his brother speaks evil of the law and judges the law. But if you judge the law, you are not a doer of the law, but a judge. James chapter 4, verse 11. Few sins feel as ordinary, and yet are as destructive, as slander, backbiting, and tale-bearing. See Westminster Larger Catechism 145. Because these sins often occur in casual conversation rather than in formal accusations, they easily pass unnoticed. Yet these sins of the tongue strike at the heart of Christian charity and peace. Slander seeks to damage a person's reputation through falsehood. Augustine warned that when Satan cannot devour a believer through open sin, he often turns to the subtler weapon of calumny, either by sullying a good name or by sowing suspicion in the hearts of others. He knew that a good name is fragile. Shakespeare captured the devastation well. To steal a purse is trivial, to steal a reputation is to impoverish the soul. Slander does not enrich the slanderer, it only ruins the slandered. Backbiting differs slightly. It involves speaking unnecessarily of another's faults, even when the information is true. Truth alone does not justify speech. Love stewards truth. Speaking what is true without necessity or charity violates the command to cover a neighbour's sin rather than broadcast it. But a malicious heart and a slandering tongue often dwell together. The 9th commandment exposes how seriously God regards these sins. Slander differs from false witness in setting. One occurs in ordinary life, the other in court. But the moral substance is the same, malice joined to falsehood. Matthew Henry pressed this further, warning that reputations are as vulnerable in conversation as lives are in the courtroom. What makes slander especially cruel is that it offers little chance for redress. A whispered accusation often travels farther and faster than a public defense. We need to be warned against not only speaking slander but listening to it. To receive malicious speech is to participate in it. Slander wounds not only the accused but the hearer as well. Thus the sin compounds. As Paul says, those who bite and devour one another risk being consumed by one another. Tale-bearing, what we commonly call gossip, extends this destruction further. Gossip traffics in information to which the hearer has no rightful claim. The gossiper becomes an unauthorized steward of another's story. Often overlooked, however, is the guilt of the gossip listener. But it is as foolish to believe every tale as it is sinful to spread one. Wisdom examines reports carefully and refuses to delight in scandal. Indeed, we should remember that a person who gossips to you will likely gossip about you. Augustine was correct. Yet perhaps even more so in our day than in his, reputations are easily shattered. Information travels at light speed. Even so, Christians are called to be reputation repairers, not destroyers. To guard our tongues is to love our neighbour. To refuse slander, spoken or heard, is to resist the devil himself. Too often, however, Christians participate in Satan's work. Brothers, these things ought not to be so. Reverend Aaron L. Garriott is managing editor of TableTalk Magazine and associate pastor of Spruce Creek Presbyterian Church in Port Orange, FLA. He is author of A Word Fitly Spoken and Thy Deepest Distress. This concludes our reading. Thank you for listening.